Hi everyone, welcome to Shiva's Travel World. Planning to go to Manali? Budget is a concern. Have a look at this vlog before you plan to go to Manali. In today's vlog, we are going to discuss about the budget details of a Manali trip. All of us are interested to go to Manali and at least once in lifetime, right? As Manali has lot of things to offer. Can be mountains, beautiful drives, treks, cafes, live music, etc. etc. So in this vlog, we are going to see all the options for doing a budget-friendly travel to Manali, a budget-friendly stay in Manali, and doing and exploring Manali as a budget-friendly manner. So I am sharing as per my experience of travel and the stay which I had at Manali and how comfortable I felt, right? So based on my experience is what I am going to share you all the details. So let's start. The first thing is how to reach Manali. So you can even refer to my previous vlog which talks about how to reach Kasol, and Kasol and Manali is within 70 kilometer distance. So that vlog will also help. So you can start your travel from Chandigarh. You can start from Delhi as well. So you get an overnight bus from Delhi or Chandigarh. That's a budget friendly option. So to reach to Delhi and Chandigarh, you can opt to your own options. Can it be a bus? Can it be a train or flight depending on your budget? But from Chandigarh and from Delhi, you can get an overnight bus which amounts from 800 to 1200 depending on the seats which you select. So that will take you till Buntar. Buntar is the main junction. So you may get a direct bus also to Manali. Then you need not to get down at Buntar. It will take you directly to Manali. So from Buntar to Manali, it takes some 50 kilometers distance. So that is the cheapest option to reach Manali. But you can even have some shared taxis, or if you are not comfortable in a shared taxis, you can even have a private taxi. But then again, the budget for that will be little higher. So the budget friendly option would be taking an overnight bus from Chandigarh or from Delhi to Buntar and then to Manali. So just for your information, the nearest airport is Kulu Buntar airport. So that is also an option if somebody want to take a flight to the nearest junction. But that is really expensive. So that is why when we are talking about budget friendly option, I spoke about the bus. But I just wanted to keep you informed. And from Buntar to Manali, that is where the Kulu Manali highway starts, and it's a very beautiful and a nice road, and that is from Buntar to Manali. It is 50 kilometer on road. So somebody coming by a flight to this Buntar airport will take only 50 kilometer on road journey to reach to Manali. So that is the nearest airport available and the easiest way to reach there. In hostels, you get different options. If you want a private room, that is available. But if you want only ladies only dormitories, that is available. Gents only dormitory, that is available. Mixed dormitories, which is available. And some of the rooms may have like some 8 bunker beds, say 5 bunker beds, depending on the capacity. So you get different options in hostel, and what you see is a room rate depending on how long your stay is, 7 days, 15 days, 30 days, and what is the option which you choose. But if you look into this, it is for a 30-day stay, it is just 7,500 and the meal is 9,000. So that's the best possible option of a budget friendly trip. Where I stayed is the White Forest Hostel, the view which you are seeing on screen. It has a very beautiful location where you see the mountains in front of it. It has a top floor which is fully converted into a workstation. So somebody who want to stay and work from mountain, that may be the best option. And the view around this place was amazing. And there are a lot of activities which is happening in the hostel on every single day during weekends, etc. So it's an amazing experience to stay in a hostel in India. This was my first experience, for that matter, staying in a dormitory in India. So when we talk about a budget friendly accommodation, the best option which I can suggest in Manali is the hostels. There are n number of hostels which you can see in and around the town itself, and they are maintained very much neat and clean. So this is one of the option which you can go for. One more interesting thing about White Forest was the place in which it was located. It's in old Manali. So in and around, most of the places were very close by, like Manu Temple, Hidimba Temple, Jogni Waterfalls, Disco Valley, and other small treks which you can do in during the evening or for a smaller duration. So all of these places were easily accessible, and you get an experience of all these places when you stay there. Even if you're working, you work in the daytime, and towards evening you can go and have a small trek. In the morning hours you can have a small trek, etc. So the location in which this particular hostel is very interesting. One more interesting thing about this hostel of White Forest was, its location. It's facing towards apple orchards and mountains and etc. And it was giving me a jungle feel. However, just behind the hostel is the most happening street of cafes, pubs, food stalls, live music, etc., etc. So it was like very full. The place was full of vibe. So it was giving me the vibe of a city as well as a village as well as a jungle. So the location of this particular hostel and the ambience was really nice. The top floor work stations were another interesting element, because people, all of us who is working from home since quite long time and not gone to office, it was really giving an ambience of an office space, many of them sitting and working throughout the day, even in the night, etc. So the workstation was also an interesting factor at White Forest, and I could focus on my work and without any distractions, I could focus on my work and complete my work, sitting in the top floor workstation. That was also an interesting element of White Forest. The other advantage of staying in a hostel is, when you stay in a hostel, you get to meet people who is planning short trips in and around places after the work hours or during holidays or weekends, etc. And it becomes a budget friendly option as well, because you need not to
പിന്നെ ഹോസ്റ്റലിൽ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നിയത് കുറേ ഒരേപോലെ ഉള്ള ആൾക്കാരാണ് താമസിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ കുറേ ആൾക്കാർ അവിടെ ജോലി ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ആൾക്കാർ ഏതെങ്കിലും സ്ഥലത്തേക്ക് പോകാൻ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, ലൈക്ക് സാറ്റർഡേ സൺഡേ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ. അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് പോകുന്നതിനെക്കാളും പിന്നെ യു ക്യാൻ ബി പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ്. അപ്പൊ അതിനകത്ത് നമുക്ക് എക്സ്പെൻസ് ബജറ്റിനെ കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിനകത്ത് നമുക്ക് എക്സ്പെൻസ് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. കാരണം ഞാൻ സ്പിത്തി വാലിയിലൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പോയത് അവിടെ നിന്നാണ്. അപ്പൊ അവിടുന്ന് ആൾക്കാർ പോകുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അവർ ഓൾറെഡി പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു പോകാൻ. അപ്പൊ ഞാനും കൂടെ അവരുടെ കൂടെ ചേർന്നു, അങ്ങനെ പോയി തിരിച്ചു വന്നു. അപ്പൊ നമുക്കൊരു പ്ലാനിങ് എവിടെയെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ കുറച്ച് ദൂരെയുള്ള സ്ഥലത്തേക്കൊക്കെ പോകണമെങ്കിലും അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് അപ്പൊ ഒരു 10,000 രൂപ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇത്തിരി കുറവായിട്ട് പോലും കയ്യിലുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വളരെ കാര്യമായിട്ട് മണാലിയിൽ ഒരാഴ്ചയൊക്കെ താമസിച്ച് അതിന് ഇൻ ആൻഡ് അറൗണ്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ സ്ഥലങ്ങളും കണ്ട് നമുക്ക് തിരിച്ചു വരാൻ പറ്റുന്ന തരത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു സ്ഥലമാണ്. അതിന്റെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കൂടുതൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും അറിയാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മണാലി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കോൺടാക്ട് എനിക്കറിയുന്നതാണെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ പോയപ്പോൾ എക്സ്പ്ലോർ
me, and if you have not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel and share your comments. I will be uploading more such videos based on my travel experience, which probably will be useful for you. So please don't forget to subscribe the channel and share with the people who like to travel and explore the world and see the places on a budget friendly manner. So happy to be connected here, and thank you so much for watching.